94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city. I'm Juan Castillo, and I'm here with my man, Qualif. How you doing, my brother?
I'm great, Juan. I am super fantastic being in your company.
Absolutely, man. Of course, you see his hat, NAACP in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about. And, you guys have been, working on this Million Jobs campaign for a while now,
Yes.
And tell us about what is that all about, and what kind of efforts are you making for returning citizens?
Thank you so much for your time, Juan. First and foremost, I got to give thanks to you because you've been a pillar in our community since the 70s. Only you and Unique Boutique has been around in New Haven longer,
Oh, man.
doing their thing.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
But the Million Jobs campaign came out of our state NAACP president and national board member and head of the National Criminal Justice Department in the NAACP. They had a meeting, a national meeting, and during this national meeting, Johns Hopkins Hospital was attending this meeting. And in this criminal justice forum, Johns Hopkins laid out a plan that they were doing, which was hiring formerly incarcerated folks and people with blemishes on their records for entry-level jobs. And they were doing this for like 10 years. So when Scott Esdale received that information from them, the first thing he thought, well, I could take this back to my hometown first.
Yes.
Now, the NAACP wanted him to take it national, and he was like, nah, let's go home first. Let's perfect this program home, and then we'll take it out. So Johns Hopkins sat with Scott, gave him the A to Z of how they did it. Scott Esdale then came back to Connecticut and met with the Hospital Association.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Hospital Association, they represent all 29 hospitals in the state of Connecticut. And when Scott addressed the Hospital Association from Connecticut, they jumped on board and was like, this is a great program. And also the heads of Johns Hopkins Hospital attended that meeting also to support Scott. The president of Johns Hopkins in Maryland, the head of HR, human resources in Hopkins, and the head of security. They all came and joined this meeting and backed Scott up. Since that, Yale New Haven Hospital instantly jumped on board. And then we started to figure out how to make this happen. Why did this happen? Why did this come about? Is because most agencies have difficulties with hiring folks and difficulties with contacting folks. And they do have great training programs, but after they get trained, after our folks get trained, they very rarely find employment after their training.
Mm.
So what we tried to do is not reinvent the wheel, but make the wheel better. So we went first to these agencies or companies that had jobs. And one of the biggest employers in the state are our hospitals and Yale New Haven Hospital. So we went to them. They agreed to do this program. Now, we formed the Million Jobs campaign. And that is the conception and how it started.
Right. And so basically you have a number, 888-693-4689, 888-693-4689. That's a number that if you're looking for work, if you're a returning citizen,
Yes.
this is a number for you to call that can to get you in touch with folks that, number one, are going to prepare you for interviews. So they're going to
Yes.
train you in the interview process.
Yes.
Number one. Very important, that folks know that you don't have to lie.
No.
Because this is about you, a formerly incarcerated person, a returning citizen who is trying to get a hand up.
Exactly.
They're trying to get a hand up. And this is the program that can help you with that. Once you go through that interview training process.
Yes.
Then you're going to get connected to the hospital for you to go through that process in order for them to consider you
Yes.
for a position.
Yes.
So again, the number is 888-693-4689. And I just want to make this comment. I mean, I'm a returning citizen, been many years, but I got the opportunity to have some mentors and to some companies that, that looked at me as a human, as a person that, that can make mistakes, and gave me the opportunity to be able to do the work that I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
And our men and women who are coming on from institutions, they need hope. But not only do they need hope, they need a hand up. We're not asking for a handout. We're looking for a hand up.
Yes.
Get us in the door so that we can go ahead and prove to you that it's not about a revolving door.
Exactly.
That's a myth that all we do is go in and out, back and forth. No, we don't. If we get the opportunities, folks like me are able to turn their lives around and change.
Exactly.
And then come back and give back to the community.
Exactly.
So I want to thank you, Scott X, the NAACP, Yale New Haven Hospital, for getting this program out. And a lot of people don't know about this.
Right.
And that's the reason why we coming together. Me and my brother Quali Jackson here coming together for us to let you know what you got to do.
Yes. And Juan, may I add to exactly what you said? This is just a component to try to reduce the recidivism.
Yes.
And the recidivism is just a big word to say that when somebody gets out, they automatically go back in.
Right.
What we have done so far is to have the best retention rate with people who are out and working and remain working.
Yes.
We have the best retention rate in the state. Now this is just a pilot in New Haven, and we branched out to Hartford.
Okay.
We're going to expand to the New London area. We're also going to expand to the Bridgeport area. And these are pretty much our 4 major cities in the state of Connecticut. That's our top tier major cities. And then we're going to go to the next tier of cities and touch them also. So we are, our retention rate, and that is just meaning people who stayed on their positions. So far, out of 45 people that we got hired at just Yale New Haven Hospital, 40 have remained at Yale New Haven Hospital and as upstanding citizens. Now, what that 40 means, that might sound like a low number to folks, but that brings at least $3.5 million in taxpayers' dollars, which enhances the economy. It enhances the strengthening of our families.
Yes.
So people are working. The taxes in our municipalities are increasing based upon the Million Jobs campaign, because we got that work.
And you don't have to be formally incarcerated. Even if you got a blemish on your record. All right. So if you're looking for work, please call 888-693-4689. This is going to be on our website, 943wybc.com. Many of you already got my number, 203-393-6527. I answer my phone. It's my personal phone. You can call me so I can help you, because this is what it's all about. We need to be able to get these brothers and sisters jobs, so that they can stay here, man, and be a blessing to their families and to our community. So again, my brother, I want to thank you for this work, man. You know how we do, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Juan, it's a blessing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's
so
a blessing.
Please come back. I mean, I would love for you to bring back a couple of the brothers, who have gone through the program, so that they can go ahead and talk about their experience with the program, and that might also motivate other brothers and sisters to come on and get involved.
Juan, you're exactly right. Things that you're touching on is exactly what's happening. One, when you say bring back some brothers, we had commercials that have went out for gentlemen and women who have acquired a job, an occupation. We have video commercials. We're having more commercials put up now. We're in the midst of filming more commercials so people can see that the folks that they see walking up and down the streets, the folks that they see regularly, have went through this program, and is upstanding citizens and working and providing for their families. To expedite your application, we ask that you apply via millionjobscampaign.com. It's just a small questionnaire. Once you upload your information, then we ask you to dial our number 888-693-4389.
4689.
I apologize, 4689. I should have that down in memory. We ask you to call that number after you apply at the millionjobscampaign.com. Once again, that's the millionjobscampaign.com. And Juan, once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, because we got to get the word out. This is something that's good for our families, for our communities, and for our economy. So let's get it, man.
Absolutely. Again, millionjobscampaign.com. I'm going to say it again, millionjobscampaign.com, to fill out a quick questionnaire. And then you call the number, which is 888-693-4689. My brother, thank you for coming through. Got to get back to the music, man. You know, we got to stop the music every once in a while to talk about our community. That's what it's about, all right? It's the rhythm of the city, 94.3 WYBC.
We got that work.